My name is Otaku4, and it's very dark here, but I don't mind that because I don't like really people seeing my face. But this is actually kind of a little rant, so this is kind of like a part one. So, um, basically, what this is a little about is about so this is basically like a story time almost. So, this is about a job I currently work. I won't give out names, I won't give out details, I won't give out anything else. But basically, this job um, is it's just your typical like sandwich shop, like everything else.
Mm.
And basically, me and a lot of other people have been getting screwed over by most of our morning shift and night and
Mm.
yeah, mostly our morning shift and some of the managers there. So basically, what's been going on is that we as like a night shift have basically been getting um yelled at and kind of like pardon my language but like screwed over by morning shift. And when I mean screwed over, like we will come in and none of the dishes are done, nothing is stocked, like lettuce, onions, tomatoes for example, or like any like meats that need to be put out for a night shift to help out. That's not done. Like our stations aren't really like flipped. Basically, like dirty dishes aren't brought back. Stuff just isn't cleaned, and basically morning shift has just been standing around and doing nothing. We as night shift have like complained and have basically asked like, hey, can you please do something about this isn't fair to us that we have to put in the extra work to basically clean up after you guys. But the kicker for this part is that get when we do the exact same thing, we get yelled at and belittled for it, which is starting to become more and more of a problem. So basically, it's starting to get to a point that it's either like something gets changed or I'm just leaving this job. Like this job is just nothing to me. I do not care about it one bit. The only reason why I'm here, I'm at this job, is just to make sure that I can actually get through my education to be able to get through college and be able to afford it, and that's really about it. Um, Basically, like what else I was saying is that so like go really fast, like because sorry, my brain's just like everywhere right now. Cause I'm just so mad. So basically, like an example would be like night shift, or if you're closing back of the house, like washing dishes, just cleaning up and stuff. So part of our job for back of the house is making sure that the front is stocked. Like our chips are stocked, drinks are stocked up, everything looks good out in our lobby. But basically, what has started to happen is since morning shift won't really clean up after themselves or stock anything, we have been giving the same exact treatment to morning shift the next day because we're just fed up with it. Um, and not just that is we have had the last time I remember working, I closed or no, I'm sorry, I opened. I somehow was able to open, and I heard the GM blaming night shift because there wasn't any lettuce stocked up. And I actually told the GM that if you were able to schedule more people at night, this wouldn't happen. Like I actually kind of got sassy with them, and I usually don't like get sassy at all, but I was not having it. Like you do not treat my coworkers who work very hard like that. And on top of that as well, this manager never closes. Like this GM, they never close at all. They only open, and the latest I have seen them there is like till 5 o'clock, and that's it. So they've never closed at all. They complain about night shift not doing anything, but yet they're letting morning shift get away with just doing jack. And it's getting to the point where, like I said again, we're getting fed up with it. I've actually started to kind of like document stuff a bit at my job. So like hopefully like my next big thing is I'm gonna like take pictures of things not stocked up. I'm gonna take pictures of things that just aren't right. And I'm gonna actually send it to like the regional manager probably and like get a hold of them or try to get a hold of corporate and just tell them like, hey, yeah, this is what's going on. We nothing's ever stocked up. We don't even have like actual like bags right now. I don't believe that to keep our soup fresh, and like we're just putting it in like the bin, the buckets, and we're just leaving it there just to sit in there. So take that as you will. Yeah, that's kind of gross. Um, Basically, like I'm trying to think what else. Like last time I remember I closed, we did not have any paper towels. We were 100% out of dish detergent to like wash the dishes with. So we're basically like getting to the point where like it's kind of getting like we're getting more and more fed up. We had like I remember I saw we had like 4 or 5 like boxes of like sanitizer for the dishes, while also having like we also had like 5 or we had like so many boxes of like breads, but we didn't have like anything else basically. Basically there was like a list that one of my other managers made, and it had like a front and a back of everything that we needed. So coming into today was I wasn't even supposed to work today, but I got called in. So because I thought like, oh yeah, sure, I'll come in, whatever. And as I come in, I go into our walk-in to grab something, and there's just like boxes of like the stuff that we ordered just laying there on the ground, or I'm sorry, on the floor. And basically, there's so much stuff that like we don't even know what to do with it. We don't know where to put it. And excuse me. And basically, basically like yeah, we just don't know where to put this. We're getting like fed up, and um like it got to the point where we're just like stacking stuff on each other because like we're stacking boxes upon boxes. And the other thing is too, like there's so much stuff is that night shift can't really do their job either. um uh, it's ridiculous. I remember like coming inside to look at like and the shipment that we got in this morning is basically still sitting outside of the establishment. So that doesn't look good at all for our things. But yeah, no. So that's basically like only part of it. And then basically the other thing too is the other thing about like compared to like night shift and morning shift is like morning shift has about like 5 people working, while night shift usually only has 3. So it's basically just a manager and 2 other associates, and that's basically your staff for the night. Maybe if you get lucky, we might get like a mid shift or something, but that's really about it. We never get like anyone else um to like work at night because everyone who like comes through that door asks, "Oh, well, I don't want to close," or "Oh, I don't want to work weekends." But it's kind of getting to the point where we're getting like really mad because they're basically giving these newbies what they want. And that's not fair to us that the like kind of like the veterans who have been there for so long, and we're getting screwed over left and right. So it's getting to the point where we're actually just getting really fed up. And if this keeps up, I probably will just yell at the manager and just like document everything and then send it in. probably get a hold of maybe like the like health department and stuff like that about shit that I've seen that goes on, because it's just getting closer and closer to like where I'm not really caring anymore. So as of right now, I'm probably gonna leave it right here. I'll probably make a part two. Same deal, just because I just don't like showing my face right now, because I'm very conscious about that. Um, but that's probably what I'll do. And then once I'm done with that, I'm probably gonna like talk to you, tell more about like the documentary and stuff. Because like as of right now, like the stuff that I've got documented are like bottles, just like a whole stack of like bottles and stuff of like what's supposed to be like mayonnaise, just unprepped. Mustard that's just unprepped. I know it's like, I know that's probably not interesting to anybody, but it's kind of small stuff like that. And then I know I'm gonna get a picture, or I'm gonna try at least to get a picture of like stuff that's like overstocked. Really fast. I remember we had to throw away like 3 bags of meat because we overstocked on meat. Like we had too much meat that was prepped that day. And like I know it's like for the other thing for like the prep sheet too. Like she was making us, or I'm sorry, like the GM, sorry. The GM was making us like prep like 4 bottles or like 8 bottles of mayonnaise, 4 bottles of mustard, and like 2 bottles of oil, and there was never any bottles left for the oil part. So yeah, I'll get you guys like more informed about it. This part wasn't like that long or anything, but I got to get more evidence to be able to actually like get this person like fired, because this person is not good as a GM. Like they honestly don't know what they're doing. Like I get it. You gotta all start somewhere. They probably do maybe have some experience, but in just from what I've seen, they're not GM material. I do not respect them. They are not a GM in my opinion. They are just a manager. And if they really want to be a GM, they need to start acting like one. Because right now, what they're doing is just making enemies, and they're digging a hole. So I 100% I know I'll probably make a part two, but as of right now, I'm gonna leave it right here. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.